Hi student, in fact this is your chemistry instructor, and today I want to give you a very important tricks of elements, and I hope this class is going to be amazing and interesting. Of course it's going to be a fun type of classes as well. By the way, students tend to forget the atomic number from the periodic tables, so that is what I thought of making some shortcut tricks or in the form of stories, or we could say mnemonics. So let us have a brief of element first, and then we will moving towards the shortcut tricks. Okay, so here element itself introducing that, hi, I'm a little miss element, I'm a pure substances, I cannot be broken down into simpler substance by means of chemical reactions or by electricity. Okay, so briefly I would say element in the sense a little unpure substance that cannot be broken down, I mean that cannot be divided by means of chemical reactions or by the help of electricity as well. Right, so now let us have a quick recap of these elements. I mean briefly I will explain you about elements, then we will be moving for the next shortcut tricks. Okay, let's get started with elements. Students, element basically a pure substance that cannot be divided into the small fragments. Okay, so basically we know that so far 118 elements are being discovered, right? So I would say that natural occurring elements could be 92 and artificial, I mean man-made elements could be 26, right? So most of the elements are in the solid state in the periodic table. Okay, and apart from that we could see here 11 elements are in gas state, like fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, nitrogens and hydrogens, including the noble gases elements. You could see here helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon, right? So and even you could see 6 liquid elements are also present here, especially mercury and bromines are liquid state under normal condition, I mean at room temperature, but the remaining 4 liquid elements, I mean gallium, cesium, franciums and rubidiums are also liquid state but not in normal temperature, it will be above room temperature, right? So and rest of the elements will be in solid state. In fact, it's time to recap the symbol of the element, and today especially I would like to discuss you the Latin word, because students tend to get confused actually how the Latin words and how the symbol have been extracted from Latin or Greek words. So that is what it is being made. So here just have a look at. In fact, elements symbols are being derived from the Latin or Greek words and the English letter as well. Okay, and especially the symbol to be extracted first letter from the word, or first second, or first third, or first last. It has to be remembered by you. And here is some elements from you could see from hydrogen to zinc, which is being extracted from the Latin words. The 11th element actually sodium symbol is Na, right? In fact, it derived from the Latin word called natriums. So the list of elements you can see, 11th element is sodium, its Latin word is natrium, symbol is extracted, is Na, and 19 is potassium, English name, and here you can see the Latin name of potassium is kalium, and symbol is written K because the symbol is extracted from the Latin word. Similarly, you could see 26 elements iron is English name, and ferrum is a Latin word, okay, and symbol is Fe. 29 element is copper, its Latin name is cuprum, so Cu is the symbol. Now this is a very formative, I mean this is the mnemonics for the elements. You have to remember the sentence. This mnemonics will work out from the hydrogen to zinc, right? This is the 3 sentences, just need to be remembered by you, and then I'm pretty sure that it would help you more and more throughout your life. Okay, so let's get started. Just I wanna show you it is written in English as well as in Hindi. Okay, So here Helena has little baby but cannot offer food nail. Nancy Maria alias Shiva Province State closed at Kalyan Cave. Shahrukh Tiger Shroff very crazy man, female fan come to nightclub zone. This is written in English. This sentence to be remembered. Helena for hydrogen, then helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen, fluorine, and Nelly for neon. Similarly, Nancy, Wilcoms, Maria, Alia, Shiba, Province, State. These are sodium, magnesium. Okay, so same where I have made in Hindi as well. Hey Helena, लिखे बिना बोलो क्या old folks ने ना मांगे आलू सब्जी, पनीर सब्जी, चलेगी और खजूर कारी. Sachin Tendulkar very crazy man, फिर control नहीं क्यों जानिए. It is in the form of Hindi, right? This story gonna be a very interesting, fun type of story. That is what I gave you. Here need to be followed sentence wise. And hey Helena, I mean first element is hydrogen, second is helium, third is lithium, fourth is beryllium. In this way you have to remember. The second line Na, na mange alu sabji, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, and blah blah, I mean followed by the remaining element. The third sentence is you could see Sachin Tendulkar very crazy man. Here Sachin for you could relate to scandium, Tendulkar for titanium, very for vanadium, crazy man, and followed by the remaining elements, right? So it's quite easy to remember the atomic number of elements and the symbol as well, and you trust me, you never forget these elements. Here I would relate it with the atomic number. Number 1 is hydrogen, symbol is H, extracted from the English word, and its mnemonics here in the Q you can see it's 2 mnemonics is being written. Okay, so English one is there and Hindi one also are there. You could see here, hey Helena likhe bina bolo catnap old fox ne, from hydrogen to neon, I mean atomic number 1 to 10. You have to remember this sentence line. On the right side you could see here, Haley has little baby but cannot offer food Nelly. So this sentence also need to be remembered by you if you like to remember the elements from hydrogen to neon, right? It is very quite easy, right? So students, just you have to remember the sentences, then that's gonna be amazing and it will work throughout your career, because elements play an important role in our chemistry chapters. That is what I made it this. So let us have a look for the next element from the sodium to calcium and followed by scandium to zinc element. Okay, so that also we have to learn. That sentence also I have mentioned here, included symbol, atomic number and elements. Here is the atomic number and symbol from the sodium to calcium. You could see the 11th element is sodium and its symbol could be Na, because this Na comes from the Latin word. Okay, so mnemonics are here you could see in English and in Hindi. In English you can read Nancy for natrium, Maria for magnesium, Alia for aluminum, Siba for silicon, and phosphorus in the sense Provine. Stay for sulfur, closed means chlorines, at argon, kalyans means thallium, and cave is calcium. Similarly, Hindi also you can relate to your element symbols as well. Ne, na. Ne is actually neon, but here you have written na, right? Na mange aloo sabji, paneer sabji, chalegi aur khajur khari. This. So it is being written in the form of Hindi story, right? So I would say it will be like a fun type of learning of periodic classifications. Now let us have a look for the next hair elements. Okay, so here is the 21st element is scandium and up to 30 elements, I mean up to zinc, right? So here I have written scandium elements, its symbol and atomic number, and you could see even the mnemonics for scandium till the zinc, right? Couple of mnemonics are there in the form of English and in Hindi as well. So let us have a look of this mnemonics and relate to the elements, right? 21st element is scandium. So if you go for the English mnemonics, you have to remember Shahrukh, tiger shroff, very crazy man, female fans comes to nightclub, John. Okay, this sentence to be remembered by you. Then that's gonna work out for remembering the periodic table. And if you talk for the Hindi stories, here you could see Sachin Tendulkar, very crazy man, फिर control नहीं क्यों जानिए. So you relate to the elements for, let's say, 21st element is scandium. For scandium, you have to remember Sachin, right? Similarly, you have to remember the remaining elements. Now here is the complete stories with this symbol of element as well. So just have a look here. The hydrogen is Helena, helium has, little means lithium, baby for beryllium. So you have to read this. Helena has little baby but cannot offer food nearly. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. The first sentence, right? Similarly, second sentence you have to remember Nancy Maria alias Shiva Robin stayed closed at Kalyan's cave. So you have to remember. Now let us take a look for this Hindi mnemonics. Here, hey Helena लिखे बिना बोलो क्या इतना old folks ने ना मांगे, आलू सब्जी पनीर सब्जी चलेगी और कजू करी, सचिन तेंदुलकर very crazy man, फिर कंट्रोल नहीं क्यों जानिए. So relate to the element symbols. Hey for hydrogen, Helena for helium, and then followed by lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, and so on. In fact, students, these are the shortcut tricks for the elements. So I hope so you could remember the sentences, and then that's gonna work out for your careers to study chemistry. And ahead I am gonna make a very new kind of stories and mnemonics for the chapters from the topics and from other elements as well. So if you like this video, please subscribe and share to your friends. I would make it more and more mnemonics or stories for chemistry related topics or any other science topic as well. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a good day.